Santos was once one of the richest cities in Brazil and had the power to move markets around the world. And I've decided to leave the beach behind, come to the centre and see what there is around here. And I've come to the City Hall first of all. Now I left the hostel, which is about 3k away that way, by Uber. I didn't fancy walking all the way because of the fact yesterday it was raining biblical style. It was flooded most of the way. I've been told by the hostel owner that today's going to be okay, so I've come out early to come out and just see what I can. So City Hall, built in the 1930s, and it's named after José Bonifácio, who is known as the patriarch of Brazilian independence. The guy was actually born in Santos, which is why the city is quietly proud of this guy. So no doubt I'll see statues around here somewhere. Now there seems to be some filming going on right now. The young lady was coming over to me earlier on to ask me if I would be filmed. I said no. She works in the City Hall, that's all I know. Right, let's have a little wander around. So this place is not too far away from the bus station where I got dropped off 3 days ago. And oh, there's a tourist information office. Let's go and see if it's open. So this park, I've been told, is where most of the homeless come to on a night time. But there's a lot of old buildings around. Right, I'm going to go in the tourist information and see if they've got anything in English for me. I nearly got excited. It's closed. In fact, I don't think it's used at all. There's maps inside. Oh well. Right, let's go somewhere else. Although the tourist office is right there, I've just found this, and it's English, tells you exactly what you're looking at, a map and all the attractions you need to see, including the bus station, which I've been to. Now I'm happy. I know where I'm going, so I am going this way. So what made Santos so rich? Coffee. It controlled most of the coffee markets around the world. When they had the railway built in 1850s, it boomed, and the port that is down here was one of the busiest ports around the Americas. So I'm just going past the City Hall. I did ask if I could have a wander in. They didn't speak a lot of English, and they weren't too keen on me being there, especially with the camera. So far in Santos, it's been really chilled. You do get the messages of be safe, be sensible, and I have been, and no problems at all. I have found that because I came on a Saturday, spent the Sunday here, weekend is busier. There's a lot of people from around, I see, Sao Paulo come here for just the weekend, use the beach and then leave. So tourism during the week, I guess, is not that busy. So I'm next door to the port. It goes all the way down. It is still one of the biggest in Latin America at the moment. But the statue here just tells you a little bit of the story of the coffee trade. Well, I'm guessing that's what it is. With two guys at the top just looking down. Oh, the hard workers. Now, because I haven't got a SIM card, I can't really find out much about the place except for the stuff that I crammed last night to learn. And I'm hoping that there's going to be a few more signs. Just wondering what this guy is. He's looking at a mobile phone. I thought it was one of them statues, living statues. But it's not. Bit weird. So I've come off the tourist trail a bit. It might be down there. So I've come up here, just saw a sign that said cathedral, and then there's this. So I assumed it's for independence. There is nothing there on the map to say what it is. It's from a war. There's lots of people not happy. There's no date in it that I can see, but the cathedral itself is just over there. So this is the cathedral, and originally there was a church here, the Church of Santos, and it got demolished in 1907. They started rebuilding or building a cathedral in 1909. It got opened for a mass for the first time in 1925, but it didn't actually get finished till 1967. That's a long time to build something like that. And it's right on the centre of a crossroads here, which is unusual. Right, I've seen that a lot. Now I'm going to head back to the proper tourist trail. It's quite a nice city, just very busy with traffic. I'm lost. I've followed the signs to all the way down here. There's meant to be stuff to see, but there's not a lot. There is loads of graffiti-ish art on the sides of the street, so I'm just going to head back up there. It didn't help the fact that it started raining, which I'm not happy about. Oops. I'm not going to lie, I find it really difficult getting myself around here, so I've come back to the City Hall, which is just behind me, next street up, and I think from what I've gathered this is the old commercial centre. It looks like it, which leads you to Historical Street. So the only sign I've seen is the one that I saw before at the park, and I think somewhere up here is the Coffee Museum. I mean, it looks old, you can tell by the buildings. So this is another very old building, and it's got some bust of some bloke on the top. Just carry on, try and find stuff. And this here is the Coffee Museum, and this does look impressive. Now I would go in, this will probably tell you the history of Santos properly. I'm not too sure how much it is to get in, but I am concerned about the weather. The rain is stopping for now. I do not want to end up like I did yesterday, drenched. Oh, I might have looked down here. So this looks like the old side of the port, and as you can imagine, with Santos growing so rich so quick, and getting so big so fast that it created problems with sanitation, bringing diseases in from other places like yellow fever. That Santos is the birthplace of sanitation in Brazil. They had to learn very quickly how to get rid of all the waste. It's quite an important city for this country. So I thought, why not? Let's come into the coffee museum. I've got my ticket. It's cost 16 real. There is English about, so it's not going to be too difficult. You can have a tour, but there's not one in English. Let's have a look around. It's not that expensive. I'm quite shocked at how cheap it was. And at the entrance there is a coffee shop, so you can try the different coffees. Right, I'll only show you the interesting bits. This is quite decent. This is a load of photographs taken by a guy called Marcus Piffer, who made more than 20 trips across the whole of Brazil, just documenting all the stages, the people of how to make coffee. There's not a lot of English, it's all Portuguese. The only English was in there, the Marcus Piffer exhibition, but there's lots of photographs to look at, lots of pictures. Still enjoying it. This is the history through pictures. So although it is all in Portuguese, what they do have is an English version. So on a card, so basically you look at the picture and then you find the picture on the card, it'll tell you exactly what it is in English. That's quite clever. I enjoyed that. It was a bit different and cheap, and it helped have them cards so I could understand what was happening. And as you can imagine, just outside the coffee museum there's a lot of coffee shops. And I've just found out as we're leaving that used to be the coffee exchange originally. Now I've come back out to rain again, not strong. Let's see what's down here. I did mention in a couple of vlogs ago that one of the most famous things about Santos is Pelé, the famous footballer, because he spent most of his playing career here in Santos. And here's a museum, all for Pelé. Museum Pelé. I'm not a big Pelé fan. I knew he played for Brazil, so I'm not really going to go in to find out. Oh, he scored 1,282 goals. Ooh. But across the road from the museum is an old railway station, and they do a streetcar tour around the touristy bits, which I've just found out, which has been handy to know about 2 hours ago. But there's a sign here which I'm going to have a read and find out about this. Unfortunately, the sign that's just there is exactly the same one that's up in the City Hall, with just the "You are here" changed. But this is the longest station. I don't know if you can have a little wander in or not. Oh, I thought she was filming it there. It's busy. Oh, it's a cafe. Oh, and there's a no entry sign on the main doors. So next door to Valongo Station is Valongo Sanctuary, which was first opened in 1640. It's a small church, at least that's what that sign says. I'm not too sure if you'd like to go in, but I'm not going to bother. St. Anthony. The rain has started all the way around. It is wet, and when you look at the skies, they're full of water when it comes down. So it's a case of I'm going to have to go back to the hostel before I get drenched, before it becomes a flood. I think I've seen most of the stuff I wanted to see. There is seemingly a mountain tram over that way that takes you over a view of the whole of Santos. I don't think you would have seen much with the low level clouds that are around. So it's been interesting. I've learnt about coffee in Portuguese and English. It's not as touristy as I thought it'd be. It's not well laid out, but I've enjoyed it. And if you've enjoyed it, then all you've got to do is press that like button. Tomorrow I'm off to somewhere new, somewhere south, hopefully where there's no rain. And if you want to find out where I'm going to, you've got to press that subscribe button. But until the next time, bye bye for now.